Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My hair's a little crazy today. I'm sorry, I didn't feel like doing it, so this is as good as it's gonna get. I wanted to do another Universal Studios themed video because I've just been having so many withdrawals with Universal Studios. All I want to do is be back there, and so I thought I would do one for you guys. Okay, so for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys what I keep in my backpack that I bring with me into Universal Studios. Whenever I go, I always have a backpack on me instead of a purse because it's a lot more comfortable, and I pack it with a lot of essentials. So it's kind of like a what's in my bag, but it's a what's in my Universal Studios bag. I really wanted to do this video, one, because I think it will kind of give some insight and help to people that haven't been yet and don't know what you can bring and what you can't bring into the park. And also, I have the cutest backpack in the entire world. My mom and dad got this for me for my birthday, and it just came in the mail. And literally, I needed to show you guys this backpack, and that's why I really wanted to do this video. But okay, so this is my backpack. It is a Niffler. It's from Hot Topic. And it is just the cutest thing in the world. I can't even handle it. And it has like leather straps, and then it's all sparkly right here, and oh my god. I cannot wait to bring this backpack to Universal Studios the next time I go. Hopefully I'll be going within the next few months to the one down in LA, and then maybe go to the one in Orlando again in either December or sometime next year. We'll see how things work out. So this is my what's in my bag. There are two things also that I couldn't find in my stuff that I always bring with me. So I'm just going to be verbally telling you guys. I couldn't find it in my bedroom, so you're just gonna have to, you know, whatever. All right, let's dive into the backpack. Okay, so first thing is pretty obvious. You need your park ticket. So when you go to Universal Studios, whether it be 1 day or 4 days, you get one park ticket, and you need to keep this on you at all times. You cannot lose your ticket, and you also, this is the same ticket you will bring back every single day. So I usually get a 4-day park pass, and this is the one ticket you get to go to the park every single day. Also in Universal Orlando, which is where I usually go, you need your ticket to get to park because there are 3 parks. There's Volcano Bay, Island of Adventures, and Universal Studios. To get into each one, you have to show your ticket. So when you board the Hogwarts Express to get from Island of Adventures to Universal Studios or vice versa, you have to show your park ticket then too. So that's why it's really important to keep this. I think keeping it in a lanyard, they sell stuff like this at the park. I recommend getting one of these because then you can wear it on your neck, and it's kind of sealed in one of these, which is really cool because a lot of the times it rains, and also there's a lot of water rides, so if you go on a water ride or something, like, at least it's covered. I really like having a lanyard, so I would recommend bringing something like this. So this is the first thing to always have: your ticket, or you're not going anywhere. Next thing that I think is important to bring is some hand sanitizer. This is pretty obvious, but still, maybe you're not thinking about it. Your hands touch a lot of dirty things, and you're going on lots of rides and doing things, so maybe you just want some hand sanitizer, you know? Also, my outfit, this is something I would wear to Universal, especially if you're going in the winter. Since I go pretty much just for the Harry Potter stuff, I always wear Harry Potter outfits. My shirts always have something Harry Potter on it, or my sweaters do. I'll have my scarf. Everything is Harry Potter related, including the backpack. And it's nice to leave room in your backpack, so if you need to take off your sweater because the weather is so unpredictable in Florida, it's nice to have room in your backpack as well to fold up a sweater if you can, like really small, and fit it in there. Next thing, gum. Everyone likes to have gum on them, you know, just in case your mouth just starts to taste disgusting, or you eat something with onions or garlic, you know, you never know. Maybe you just like to chew gum. For me, gum also helps with anxiety, just because the chewing motion and stuff like that. So when I am in line for rides, a lot of times I get kind of claustrophobic and I have anxiety and I get panic attacks, so it's nice to have something to focus on instead of focusing on the fact that you are surrounded by hundreds of people and you feel trapped. Next thing, chapstick and lip gloss. I'm not huge on lip gloss. I literally only wear lip gloss like when I'm filming a video or when I'm going to a party or something. I am a chapstick queen, so I always have chapstick on me. Once again, with the weather over there being so crazy, it can be dry and musky and you never know, your lips might just get chapped and you want something. So always pack chapstick, and then if you're a lipstick gal or lip gloss gal and you wanna, you know, touch up the lips, why not? Another huge thing for me is to always have extra hair ties. Sometimes they break and maybe you wear your hair down and then you get hot and then you want to wear a hair tie. Always pack a hair tie, maybe even more than one, because maybe you're with a friend and they forgot one and they need one too. Hair ties are a must. Next thing is I get headaches as well when I'm in the heat, and LA is warm as well, but Florida is crazy hot, especially if you go in the summer or kind of any time it's hot besides the winter. But it causes headaches sometimes with people, so I definitely recommend, if you're someone that likes to take Tylenol or stuff like that, like bring a little thing of some Tylenol. I'm not really a Tylenol person. I like to do like everything natural, so I typically would just drink a lot of water and try to get out of the sun for a little bit, and I use essential oils. So I would rub this on my head if I get a headache, but you can bring things like peppermint and whatever kind of helps your headache. Peppermint usually helps mine. This one usually helps my little headaches. Then I just roll it on my head. So I always have my essential oils on me. Next thing, I use contacts because I am super blind. Not really blind, but I cannot see. My prescription is crazy. And I wear one-a-days because my eyes get super dry, so I always have extra contacts in my backpack because sometimes your eyes get so dry that they, like, my eyelashes end up like taking out my contacts and they just fall. So I always have a pair of extra contacts in case something happens or in case I get something in my eye. I can just switch out my contacts and it's fresh. All right, going into the big pocket now. That was all the stuff in my little pocket. So now we're gonna go into the big one. This is one you guys could see, and it's my wand. So this is actually not my wand, it's my niece's wand because mine actually isn't interactive and hers is because mine's super old from before they did all that. Anyways, so if you are returning to Universal, I would recommend bringing your wand with you because if you go around the theme park, you can do spells and stuff, and it's really cute for pictures. If you plan on getting really awesome Universal Studios pictures and like little photo ops and stuff, always have your wand on you if you're gonna do Harry Potter themed stuff, and it just makes you feel more like a wizard when you're walking around if you always have your wand. And this is the one with the censored tip right there. Oh, there's glitter all over my hand from the backpack. The wand is in my backpack, of course, and it doesn't exactly fit. I've never had a backpack that it fits because I don't bring huge backpacks. I like them like this or even a little bit smaller, so it always just kind of sticks out. I don't think it's really like common that people steal things from other people's backpacks there, but I could be wrong. So I would just keep an eye on anything in your backpack and people standing behind you because you never know. This is just for me because I do have asthma, so I always bring my inhaler with me because you never know, you know, especially when you're having like a panic attack or something and you feel like you can't breathe. I like to have my inhaler just in case. Next thing, because I am a female, this is a tampon. Even if you're not on your period, I am someone that always carries one of these with me just in case something happens because you never know. Better safe than sorry. What I always like to bring is a little compact that is like powdered makeup. This is all used and stuff, but I just wanted something to show you guys. Because it's so hot there most of the time, I have really oily skin, so I like to touch up my face and blot it because I don't like to look like a wet sewer rat. So this is a must for me, and I think it is good if you're dealing with that kind of weather. Next thing is a water bottle. When you go to Universal Studios, you can bring a reusable water bottle. I highly recommend bringing your own. Water is so expensive there. For a small water bottle, it's like $6 or $7, which is ridiculous, but they have water fountains and stuff where you can get your own water. So if you go with a full one, and especially if you have a hydro flask, these things stay cold literally forever. So definitely recommend bringing your own. They will not confiscate this when you go through security. So I highly recommend bringing your own water, unless you want to pay for a lot of water. Because it's good to stay hydrated when you're in the parks, guys. It's really warm outside. Which leads me to sunglasses. Always bring sunglasses. Some of the lines you will be waiting in are going to be outside. Unfortunately, not all the rides are inside, which would be nice. And also when you're just walking around the park, it's going to be sunny, most likely, unless you're going when it's raining. But highly recommend bringing some sunglasses. Sunblock. I always bring sunblock in my backpack. I usually pack a pretty small one. This is just what we had right now. But I always like to bring sunblock and reapply, because since it usually is warm, we are typically wearing tank tops and everything, so it's nice to reapply throughout the day since you're just walking around in the sun literally all day. So I think it's really important to keep your skin protected. Next thing is a bar. So you can bring snacks into the park, which is really nice, because once again, like water is very expensive, food is also extremely expensive in Universal Studios. So I like to bring a bar just in case, and if you're waiting in line and you're like kind of famished or something, you could always bring a bar with you. If you're just walking around and you're hungry and you don't want to spend a lot of money, it's nice to have some snacks. But yeah, I always have a bar in my backpack in case of an emergency and I'm really hungry, because I get hungry really easily. I feel like I'm always hungry. So one of the items that I don't have is a poncho. So we went a few years ago, back in September, and it's super warm in September, really nice weather, but every time we go to Orlando, it's not so much in LA this happens, but definitely in Orlando this happens. It can rain so randomly, and because it can rain so randomly and it can be warm and you maybe don't have a jacket, it's nice to have a poncho because they're super light and they have hoods on them and you can just continue to do things. They sell ponchos at the theme park and you can get them at a bunch of different stores. They even have ones that say the Wizarding World of Harry Potter on them, which are the ones that we ended up getting because we didn't bring any with us. But it's probably cheaper if you just bring one with you in your backpack and take it instead of buying one in the park. But I do recommend having a poncho no matter what time of the year it is. Even if it's dead center in the middle of summer in July, it can still rain. The weather is crazy, so I definitely recommend bringing a poncho just in case. It's better to have one and then never use it than to not. The other item that I do not have because I can't find mine is a portable charger. So they are the ones that is like, it's like a little block and it's fully charged so you can charge your phone in case it dies. A lot of the times I am on my phone, not a lot like looking at stuff, but using it to take pictures or to take video, because that used to be what I would vlog with and do all my pictures with was my phone. So my phone would die quickly in the park. It's nice to have a portable charger because then while you're doing things, while you're eating lunch or something, you can just have your phone plugged in and it can be charging. And they're typically pretty small, so they'll definitely fit into your backpack. The other thing is, do not forget to bring your camera. I can't show you my camera because it's recording me right now, but you could also just use your phone. One of the things that I think is necessary to have, that's not necessarily in your backpack, but it is in your backpack, is the Universal Studios app. This thing is essential if you are going to Universal Studios. We have been, what, 4, 5 times? We've been so many times to Orlando. Every single time we go, we use this app like crazy. It's amazing. It shows, like you can just kind of see on my app, it shows the entire park, and you can just click on any of the rides and it shows you the wait time right away. So if you are in Islands of Adventure and you want to know what is happening over in Diagon Alley, you can check the app and see how long the wait times are and if it's worth going over there to wait in line for like Gringotts or something. So that is one of the huge reasons why we absolutely love the app, and you can also use it just as a map if you've never been there before and you get kind of lost walking around because it is huge. It's nice to use this as a map and kind of find your way. Also, there's, the app has so many things on it. I just recommend you get it if you're going to Universal Studios Orlando. Definitely get this app. I also think they have one for Hollywood. I've just never been there, so I haven't used that one, but I don't know if it's, I know that park is so much smaller that I don't know if they have all the things that this one does. One of the things that I've also seen using this app from the Tim tracker, I saw him do this a couple times, but he has ordered his food through his phone and I think paid and everything, and then you just walk in and pick it up, especially if there's a really long line at a restaurant. So like Mel's Drive-In, let me see. Yeah, so I clicked on Mel's Drive-In, which is in Universal Studios, in the Universal Studios park. Is it gonna focus? And it has the menu right there with the prices. So let's just see, we pick on one. Oh my god, you can! You just add to order. Sorry, you must be on property to order. Okay, it knows I'm not on the property. I'm far from the property. But you just add it to order and then you just go in and pick it up instead of waiting in line. So that is awesome. I don't know if that's new. Maybe it is, because we never use that and I love it. There is a lot of things to look at on this app. I just recommend it. Always have that downloaded on my phone when we're going because it's just a lifesaver. Last thing in my backpack, and I've kind of discussed this before, but it's my wallet. So typically when I go, I actually don't even bring my entire wallet into the park. When I go to the theme park, what Jonathan and I do, and it's kind of like our little hack to save money. So we take out cash and we limit ourselves to $100 a day. So every single day we'll take out $100 and then that is what we will bring to the park with us. So that would be the only cash that day in my wallet. And then I always bring my debit card or my credit card just in case of emergencies because you never know. But we know that the cash is what we have to use for that day. So a lot of times if you're just using your card, you're just swiping and it's really easy to just keep swiping. You're not keeping track of how much money you're actually spending, especially on food because it is so expensive. So the $100 limit a day is really great for us because we kind of can get like a Starbucks in the morning and then we have lunch in the park, and we always want to get like ice cream and butterbeer and stuff like that. And then sometimes that $100 can get us through dinner, but not always. But we typically don't eat dinner in the park. We go back to the hotel and we'll figure something out for dinner just because the food is just way too expensive in the park. But that is what we do. So I don't typically, I like if I brought a wallet, it would be one of like my old wallets that has pretty much nothing in it. I would just bring like 2 of my cards, my ID, and then we'd have like our hotel ticket and just that $100 bill every single day. And sometimes we don't even end up spending that entire $100. So then the next day we still only limit ourselves to $100. And then it's not until the last day, so the 4th day we're in the park, we accumulate that extra money. So say every day we had an extra $20, so it was like an extra $60. So on the last day we'll have $160 to spend in the park. Just because then the last day is always the day that we kind of splurge. That's when we buy all all our souvenirs and do all our shopping because we're trying to save as much money as we can in those first 3 days, so the last day we can like really buy things and see what we have left over. So that is how we deal with money in the park, and that's how I recommend it. And if you're just by yourself, you could probably do less than $100 since it is 2 of us. $100 is pretty like tight for 2 people in the park because getting lunch is like $50, so it's hard sometimes. But you do what you gotta do to save money because it can get crazy. Alright guys, that was everything I have in my adorable bag. Can we just appreciate this bag for a little bit longer? Like, I can't get over how cute it is, my little niffler. I seriously cannot wait to go to Universal and take the cutest pictures with this backpack because I'm just obsessed with it. I want to use it all the time. I might make it my actual purse because I just love it so much. But that was all of the stuff that I have in my backpack when I go to Universal Studios. I hope this video was helpful if you've never been to Universal and you're not really sure what to pack or what you're allowed to pack into your backpack when you travel there. Definitely always recommend bringing a backpack no matter what because you might be doing some shopping and you can keep some stuff in your bag. Also, it's important to not have a giant bag. This is probably as big as I would ever go with a backpack going to Universal because of the fact that the cubbies are not that big, and a lot of times if you want a bigger cubby you have to pay for it, whereas the smaller ones are free. So you want it to be a decent size where it can fit in the cubby because the cubbies are not very large at all. So keep that in mind when you are figuring out what backpack you want to bring. That is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see new videos weekly that are mostly Harry Potter related. I'll see you guys next week with a new video. Bye!